Hello and welcome or welcome back. My name is Selena and this is Bank of Me, and today is a very special day because I received my Slack or Stack challenge by Michelle Wu from Hustle and Flows Co. And if you haven't watched last week's video, I did channel birthday, so I was celebrating my 1 year on YouTube, and I gifted myself this amazing challenge, and I had it on my wish list for a while, so I did the proper unboxing in last Sunday's video, so have a look if you missed it. Today I want to set up this lovely binder and show you the book, do a little bit of a flip through, and tell you how I'm going to use it. So it comes as a, if you buy it together, it comes with a binder, which I'll show you in a second, and this is the actual book, Slack or Stack Savings Challenge. So I'm sorry for the glare, I will try to avoid the light. So this book belongs to the hustler, and you put in your name, and there's a little bit about Michelle, and then there's an overview with the savings tracker for all the different challenges, and some of them, as you can see, have amounts in here, and others are for you to fill in, things like, you know, getting out of debt, vacation funds, etc. So if you do the whole book and you do every challenge, you save over 23,000, and at the end, which is so cute, you can write yourself a little check. So let me just do a little flip through. So you have your goal setting, which is the most important thing, and you have your motivation board, so you can put in different goals you have, just to remind yourself what you're doing this for, or even if you want to reward yourself with something, you can put it in here. So I'm going to set that up in a second as well, and I think that's a great idea. So you have everything in one place, and you have inspirational quotes by Tony Robbins and Robert Kiyosaki, a lot of Dave Ramsey, a lot of great quotes, and this is one of the challenges. So create your own luck, where you save 888, count the days, don't count the days, make the days count. Challenge where you save according to the day of the month. Then you have your 10K challenge. This is one I definitely want to do. Well, I don't want to do all of them, of course. Money tree, that's for you to decide what you want to save, and that can be one of your goals from your motivation board. Out of debt. This one is a 52-week challenge where you save 1,378 at the end. And then we have another 52-week challenge, which is what I want to do today. And this is the stay-at-home challenge. So you save a certain amount every week, and at the end of 52 weeks, I'm not going to say at the end of this year, because I don't think I will finish it this year, but probably next year. At the end of the 52 weeks anyway, you have saved 5,000, which is not too bad. And then you have some for your vacation. You can plan, set aside money for the different things like flights. And then we have hustle mode. So this is to set yourself a goal of making extra income. Flex spending, pay yourself first, so for rewarding yourself. And this is an amount you set yourself, and then I showed you the last page already. You have saved over 23,000, which is great, amazing. So thank you so much, Michelle, for creating this, and all the lovely freebies you sent as well. That was so sweet of you. Thank you so much. So this is the book, and I also ordered the binder to go with it, and I love that it's black and gold. I hope you can see that in the light. A very classy binder, and in it I also ordered the dashboards. So there's a dashboard for each of the savings challenges in the book. Create your own luck, and then the don't count the days challenge, the 10K back, Each one has a little envelope. So because I am in Europe and we don't have anything lower than a €5 note, everything else comes in coins. What I did is I added a little zip pocket, because I want to also be able to use coins. And then I figure out if I add more depending on what challenge I do. Some challenges will be not round numbers, so I might just have 1 or 2 challenges like that and maybe add them in between or at the end. I'll figure it out, but that's the plan. So that is the binder, and I love that everything goes together and is really specifically designed, you know, so it's great quality as well. You see there's the logo, Hustle and Flows, and then she gave me a little bit of an extra, which is a little keychain, slack or stack. So I put this in to decorate, and then I have a bookmark in here that she sent me, savings challenges. So that is the setup. And what I want to do now is I want to take my goals and actually make this real. Let me just put this to the side. And I want to fill in the motivation board. So I will probably pause you while I do this, while I glue them in. But I want to show you my 6 different motivations that I want to remind myself of. So the first one is this: secure your emergency fund first. So I love the little piggy bank and the shield. So I think that's a great idea to symbolize it like this. So definitely my emergency fund is one. Then I really want to get a cat. I've started saving for it too, very, very slowly, but hopefully I can do this in the next year. Let's see. Sorry for my hands, I was gardening again. Next, a debt-free new to me car. So I do need a car that is functioning properly. I don't have any alternatives where I am. So I would love to be debt-free for that. Next, another goal that I have for a long time is to get chickens. So yes, hopefully this year, or maybe next year in spring. We'll see how it goes, but that's one of my goals, and aren't they cute? I mean, I grew up with them and they're so much fun even to watch, you know, they're like another hobby just watching them. Next, I also want to start again growing vegetables. So I would love to get a raised bed and start just with just one bed, because I have a lot going on. They're still renovating to do, and renovations, full-time work, overtime, you know, the works. So this is something I definitely want to start, but I have to be reasonable and do it slowly. And then the last one is I do have a lot of old clothes. So my wardrobe is getting a little bit, well, shall we say, I wouldn't say rutty, but you know, it's a bit worn. So I would love to do wardrobe refresh, but this is obviously not my priority. This is like, I think this comes after the chickens and the kitten, but maybe again I don't have to do the all or nothing approach. I can just save up a little bit, and yes, it would be great to get that going. So those are my goals. So let me just take a moment and glue them in. Okay, here we go. I did glue them in. Let me just show you. So emergency fund, a cat, the debt-free car, chickens, a wardrobe refresh, and growing vegetables in one raised vegetable bed. So even that costs some money. So hopefully I can do all of this year. Let's see. Okay, so now that we have that, let's move on. So I have a very small amount today. I only have 25, and I already know which challenge I can do and want to do with this. So, and another thing I want to say is I probably want to reuse this book, but I love coloring things. So I was wondering, will I use my brush markers, but then it might bleed through, or I might not be able to reuse it. So what I decided is I'm going to use these pencils, colored pencils, and I'm going to go with a light color first. And if I do a challenge again, I just use another color and color it darker. So my plan today is to do, so first of all, let me see. So one I definitely want to do is the 10K challenge. I think that's an amazing one. Each bag is 100 euros, so I can't do it today. But what I want to use this for is my emergency fund, because my goal is to save 12K this year. So I think this is the perfect challenge for that. So I definitely want to start that. And then another challenge I really like, well, I like all of them, but one I can really get going with. The 52-week challenge is great too. I'm just doing it already in another challenge I have. So I'm gonna skip this for now. Maybe I get back to it. But this week challenge, the 52-week challenge, stay at home edition. So I love the idea of this, and the first one saves you 25, so that's what I will do. I'm going to save 25, and then it gets higher. But what I want to do is use it for no spend weekends, and I probably won't have 52 no spend weekends, and I might not have the amounts, the high amounts. So maybe I will mix and match. I will not do them in order. Maybe I'll think about it. You know, it depends what I do. But I want to come up with ways of doing no spends and really using the money that I'm not spending and putting it away. So visually, so you see it. So I didn't buy the coffee. Okay, that's 5. I didn't go for lunch. That's 15. You know, all these different things, because we know it adds up so quickly. So let's see. So first of all, I want to color this in, and I want to use a coloring pencil. Let's go with this color here, because I was thinking of doing it in black, but if I do it in black, then I can't reuse it. So let's do it with this and see how that works. So the first one is just 25. I hope you can see. It's very hard to see probably, but I colored in yellow. Okay, 25. So 25 go in the binder. And it is the 52-week stay-at-home challenge. Here we are. Yay, I made a start. Brilliant. So I look forward to using it. And I think the majority of the challenges will go towards my emergency fund. So this one as well, you know, goes towards the 12K. But we'll see how we do. And then I won't keep the amounts in here. I will have placeholders because it's a lot of money. So I'm thinking every 500 I reach in a challenge, I probably put in a placeholder and bring it to the bank. So that's the plan. So this one for sure, and then the 100 back as well, the money back challenge, the 10K one. I think that's what I want to focus on for now. But I'll have a read through it and read through the quotes and see what I come up with. But yes, I think it's a brilliant idea. I'm really happy with it, and I can only recommend to check out her shop. She has so many great new products and seasonal challenges. She has a Saturday morning cartoon, Save Like It's Saturday Morning, I think it's called, for all your 90s babies. I am an 80s baby, so for me it's a little bit different. So not all of them spark the same memories. Some of them do, those, like the Scooby-Doo, obviously, that's timeless. So I'm really jealous of you who have those memories associated with those challenges, because it's so cute. And check it out, she has little charms that go into the binder, I'm not going to say anymore. I'm going to put some pictures up. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this was enjoyable for you, and I can only say check out her shop. She has an Etsy shop, but you can also order it from her own shop. I think it's Shopify, Hustle and Flows Co. I'll link it below. So enjoy it, enjoy shopping, and enjoy your week, and happy savings, everyone. Take care. Bye.